Hey, this is Christine Kidder, your career coach, job search coach. I'm going to do the video countdown now again because I just want to make sure I give time for anyone else to watch this. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get started with our planning section. For the first 5 minutes, we need to create some mental white space. So we need to clear our minds. So you'll have 5 minutes. What I suggest to do this is have a blank sheet of paper, or you can open a Word document, create a new Word document. Everything that's on your mind right now, take 5 minutes to get it off your mind. Our minds are best for creativity. They're not that great for storage. So get it off your mind onto the sheet of paper, and that way you can really focus in the next hour on planning your week and being creative. And I'm going to try something new and actually have some background music to help that I actually use when I'm doing my work during the day, my work sessions. So I'm going to go ahead. I'll start the timer now. If you hear some music, don't be alarmed. That's during our working session here. Go. Your 5 minutes starts now. We have less than a minute left to wrap up. So get all those things on your mind off of your mind so you can clear it and be focused for the next hour. Our 5 minutes is up per the timer. We get to go to our next step here, which is to conquer our email, our inbox. Do you feel like your inbox can be like a burden or just overwhelming? There's no reason to let it be overwhelming. You can definitely conquer it and get control over it. And we're going to take the next 5 minutes to do just that. What I want you to do is you get to choose what you need to do. You can unsubscribe to any emails. You can reply to emails that you've been putting off. You can follow up. You can schedule a meeting via email or delete emails. Maybe your inbox is a mess and you have too many emails in there that you don't need anymore. But whatever that is, you get to choose for the next 5 minutes what those things are. And I'll continue to work on my music because I was having a hard time with that. But I'll go ahead and set the timer for the next 5 minutes, again, to focus on your inbox and cleaning it up. timer is going to be going off in about 10 seconds. Okay, and if you hear some background noise here, that's my dogs working on their bones. Hopefully it's not too disruptive. It's okay for me, so it's that way they don't distract us. Okay, let's keep on moving here. And I did put in the comments, if you are not on my email list, you won't get the materials from today's session. The link is in the comments for you to get on that list, and you also get not only the materials from today, but other resources that I send out. As soon as I come up with additional resources, I try to send them out as quickly as possible. At the same time, I try not to email you too often as well. And it's not just if you're doing a job search, but any type of career resources, even to be more productive, to enjoy your job more. Maybe you don't want to leave, you want to stay at your job forever. That's totally fine. But whatever we can do to make our workday better, that's what I want to help you with. Okay, so the next piece here is getting back to our planner. We need to set our goals for the week. That is critical. Your goals are your direction that you're going in. They're your compass. If you don't have your goals, then you don't have a direction. You shouldn't have too many goals either. You should only have about 3 to 5 goals. And then during this, so you'll have 5 minutes to identify at a bare minimum of 3 goals for the week, no more than 5, and write them out. And then if you have extra time, then you could actually start to look at how you're going to, what calendar time during the week to going to use. And I have a blank sheet in the materials that you could use for your daily breakout of that as well. Go ahead and set the timer for 5 minutes for us to work on our goals for the week, starting now. And I will also try to put on the hold for the background work session music. We have less than 2 minutes left to wrap up. What are your goals going to be for this week? At least 3 goals. All right, you know what that means. Time for us to move on with our planning. And I also wanted to say, I forgot to say earlier, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments, and that way I'm happy to take a minute or two to answer any career questions that you may have. Again, they don't have to be regarding a job search. If you feel comfortable, you can put your questions in the comments. And also, sometimes people struggle with the goal setting for the week, or even how to attack those goals each day, we can always set aside time to talk one-on-one. I'm happy to do that as well. Okay, now we just finished setting our goals for the week, at least 3 goals that we want to accomplish. Again, you want to picture Friday afternoon, having those goals reached, having the results that you want. Next step is, who do you need to talk to help you in getting those results by the end of the week? If you're doing a job search, there's definitely networking or connecting that may be involved. I like to refer to networking as connecting instead, because it just is less negative. Or if you're not doing a job search with your career, maybe with that project that you're working on that you're trying to get some really good results on, who do you need to talk to? Maybe some meetings that you need to set up or whatever. But now is the time to think about who's going to help you get the results that you need by the end of the week. And then once you think about those people, then you need to talk with them this week. So I'll set the timer for the next 5 minutes to do that, starting now. And again, I will start up our music. I'm so great with technology. I'm working on it. We have less than 2 minutes to wrap up. Just realized my mic was muted. That's not good. Okay, we're going to move to the next step here of our planning session. You're going to get 10 minutes for this. And what this step is to work on your search documents if you're doing a search and updating them, or your project documents. Or another option, if you don't have, if your documents are up to date, you don't want to take this 10-minute increment to work on them, you could use it for creativity, brainstorming. We don't give ourselves enough time to do that as well. I'm going to go ahead and set the timer for that. So again, it's 10 minutes. I do have to update the document here just to show that, because this is a larger increment of time. 10 minutes starting now.
Okay, go ahead. Go
We're about halfway through. Keep on looking at your documents to update them, or give yourself a break for creativity or brainstorming. Now put the whole music back, or not the whole music, the work music back on in a second. We have less than 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes to timer is going off, so that means it's time to move to the next step. And we only have about less than 20 minutes left. I wanted to cover an important piece of networking with you. And again, I like to refer to it as connecting. And I'm sharing my screen right now, or I should be sharing it. Actually, no, I'm not sharing it. So I'm going to share it right now. And what this is my way of making networking fun and easier by turning it into a game. When you are, we'll take a job search as for example. However, you can still use this in moving your work forward as well. And especially if you're in sales, you can use this tip sheet that I created. And here, I'm sharing it right now. Okay, and this is part of the materials that you receive when you're on my email list. It's important to regularly connect with people in your network. And you can be totally happy in your job, but you need to make sure that you're doing this on a consistent, regular basis. It doesn't have to be a ton of time, especially if you are not looking to make a change, but just to talk with people and let them know what you're up to, see how you can help them, how we might be able to help you in the future. That's what connecting is all about. And it's making a game out of it. So you get points for different things that you're doing as you connect with others. When you get referred to a new contact, you get a point. And for face-to-face scheduling times to have conversations, you get 2 points for that. And then when you actually have that discussion, that conversation with someone, you get 3 points. And then for job search mode, you get 4 points when you have an interview with a company, a prospective employer, or a search firm. You get 4 points. But again, this could be, if you're not doing a job search, maybe a prospect meeting with someone you're trying to make a sale to, or just someone who's going to help your project move forward. So that's what this tip sheet is. I meant to share it earlier in the session because I always do. And I'm going to stop sharing it now so we can go back to our planning sheet and that way. So we only have 2 more steps left with our planning here for the week. And these steps are really important to follow as well, these remaining 2 steps. And what they are, why am I having a hard time sharing this with you? Okay, here it is. It's important to thank those along the way who have helped you with your search. There are people out there who want to help you or with your project. And again, not until it's completed. You don't wait until the end to do that. You should thank them and give them feedback too. Hey, what you did really helped me. And you can thank them in a variety of ways. You can tag them in a post. You can send them a thank you email. You could text them or call them. But let's take 5 minutes right now to block out the time to thank those who have helped us with our job search or our project, starting now. And I will go ahead and share our other screen with you. Put our music on here. All right, we're almost done here. We're making really good progress. All right, our last thing that we need to do, oh, and I did put also in the comments, I need your feedback. Your feedback is very important. There's a feedback form link. It'll only take a minute or two for you to provide your feedback to me, but I want to make this planning session effective for everyone out there to help you with your career, with planning for your work, and also for your job search too. So if you can access that link and give me your feedback, I'd appreciate it. All right, I'm going to share my screen one last time. I'll actually, I'll do it right now. So you can see what we need to do is write a handwritten thank you note to someone. This is in your job search. It really is a great way to make you stand out from other candidates when you take the time to do that. Or in your project too, that, and again, your project doesn't have to be finished. Think about the times that you've received a handwritten thank you note from someone. I'm sure you remember those times because you think now it doesn't happen very often, but it's a good gesture to make, and you're doing that. I mean, just to take 5 minutes out of your day to recognize someone else for helping you to write them a thank you note. That's a good thing. Plus, it makes you feel good as well. I'll go ahead and set the timer so we can take the 5 minutes right now. Okay, so we only have 3 minutes left to wrap up. It's still, you can still drop some questions in the comments if you have any at all. And also, I wanted to just add, so what my tip for this week was, I like to have background music when I'm doing work. And I really like Marconi Union's Waitlist, which is the music that I used. You can just find it on YouTube and you can listen to that because it just, I feel that it helps me to be productive. And I just have it on repeat, low in the background over and over again. And that way it just helps me to focus. And whatever music may help you, or maybe you don't want any music, you just want peace and quiet. As you might have heard, I have dogs here that are in the same room with me while I'm working. And most of the time they're pretty quiet, but whatever you can do to help yourself with distractions and try to plan ahead as much as you can when you do need to do work, and turn your phone off or put it on D&D, turn off your notifications, do whatever it is that you need to do to focus, and that way help your productivity. Thanks again for being here. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a great week, and take care.